Hey, beloveds. So it's flower time, but today is a very special day. In fact, it is Astrology Day, and most of us don't know about Astrology Day because it was founded in the 90s by the Association of Astrological Networking. And so when I tell you that astrology is a science, look that up, the Astrology Association for Astrological Networking. Look it up and you'll see what I'm talking about. And it was really about promoting astrology as a respected and valuable field. And so it aligns, of course, with the equinox energy when the night and day are equal, bringing in this cosmic energy. So it's, of course, perfect for us as astrologers and astrologists like myself because, you know, with the equinox and the beginning of the astrological new year, when Aries is at 0 degrees, we are truly starting a new cycle and season. This is why I like to celebrate the new year at this time along with the lunar new year. So this is this, astrological new year, and then there's the lunar new year. Those are the two most powerful, but I digress. And so this is a time of renewal and fresh beginnings, and this is why it's so important that I get myself some new flowers, right? And so this is a part of my self-care practice, which is perfect because Venus is in retrograde. So I'm sorry if you're seeing me coming off camera, it's because I really am doing my flowers. And so I just got the new bouquet, bringing in that purple vibrancy. These are some of my favorites. They don't have a big smell, but I'm always getting some eucalyptus in there. So fresh beginnings. This also is about, that symbolizing that energy of balance. And so this is for us to celebrate what astrology really is and what it has done. And I can tell you truthfully for myself, I know even for Miana, my daughter, astrology has truly been a life set change for both of us. And I'm really super grateful more than anything that I got to experience this with her because she's grown up watching me read horoscopes, get her horoscopes since she was very young. I've been giving her, astrology since she was, I think, first born. I think she's grown up with it, you know what I'm saying? Because I always have been. And so being able to share it now as a profession with my daughter, is also a gift. But again, I digress. So this is what, Astrology Day is about. Us who are astrology nerds, astro nerds, I call it, to really celebrate and honor the magic and the power of astrology and how it has been just such an anchor. It is literally, I can tell you, it has changed my life. And so a few other things. So as I was saying, this is the astrological new year, cats. This is the beginning of the astrological new year, of course, then with the spring equinox. And so the equinox, beloveds, was celebrated by the Egyptians, by the Mayans, by many old ancient cultures. And so when we're doing this, we're not just, I'm celebrating the spring equinox. We really are turning a cycle. And if you look at even the Mayan calendar, which I've actually seen in the museum in Mexico City, and I've gone to the pyramids there as well, of course, as in Giza, you really do start to see the cyclical nature. And here in Mexico, I really love that they really honor it. They actually give people the day off to honor the cycles and seasons of life. And, imagine if we all did that. Maybe we would be better to Mother Nature. Do you know what I'm saying? So again, I digress, but let me get back into this astral, why this is important. So, the houses in the horoscope changes with this shift of the equinox. So if you were born close to the equinox, your sun sign might shift depending on the time in the year, like if it's a leap year or something like that. But again, this is why you need an astrologer. And another thing is, this is a celebrated day. And so I'm grateful to say that I'm among those who, are and consider themselves astrologists. I'm taking it so seriously that I'm actually, I've been sharing that I'm working on my certification, and it's something so near and dear to me. And I'm really wanting to even further my astrology studies because of how much it has given me. And so I'm, thinking of really pursuing a more advanced degree actually in astrology. And I never actually thought that before, but with what I've experienced and what I've seen and how it's supported me and supporting my clients, I know there's so much more. And I'm always constantly, that's the thing I love about astrology, is that I'm always learning something new. There is not a class that goes by that I'm not like, oh my gosh, going down another rabbit hole. And it's not about just knowing something. It's also about me learning something about myself on a deeper level, and then sharing that, of course, with my clients, community, and, and everybody that I work with. And so what else is this? This is a time, again, because we're going to have this balance, this is a time of a personal reset. And of course, because we're in this retrograde energy, again, perfect time for a reset or to reaffirm, realign. And so that's what you should see this as, an opportunity. And because, again, we have to recognize that the zodiac wheels, this energy goes back over 4,000 years, beloved. So this is one of the earliest, cycles that we've seen. Some of the earliest known astrology charts have been dated back to 410 BC. You know what I'm saying? So astrology is not, a trend. And this is why I wrote about that on my blog, tarotlifecoach.com. So check that out. And so equinoxes are also, what we're about to experience, are seen as cosmic portals. These are huge opportunities for us to be in between the worlds when the veil is the thinnest. It's holy, and it's the holy, I think we're in the Easter Lent time, and there's Passover. So there's all this energy of, religiosity, but also spiritual lightness coming into the spring, something new. And I'm going to talk, of course, about the astrology for real on a whole nother video, because there's so much going on right now. But how you can celebrate this, look at your birth chart. Look and see how the planets are going to affect you on the, what it says for you. This is why having an astrologer, and having an astrologist like myself, like, I know what I'm looking for on that day. If I want to plan something, like, I'm planning on traveling, the first thing I do is what is happening. I do a relocation chart, or I look at the transits. And this is why having, an astrologer, and when I work with my private clients, I give them their transit reports every day. And so look at yours and set intentions for this cosmic new year. Give yourself, again, a new beginning, a new reset, so you can really anchor in this energy of this astrological new year. Look at this fresh, beautiful eucalyptus. Again, bringing in that energy of spring. I even, today, I normally, of course, like many of us, normally do my, wash my sheets and things like that on the weekend, but because of this big reset energy, I was guided to do that, so this weekend I did a big clean, or last weekend with the, full moon lunar eclipse energy. But now there's this opening the windows, bringing in that fresh air. So get your incense, get your candles, obviously get your flowers. So, and we'll be getting ready for the upcoming partial solar eclipse. But getting back, so journal about your, cosmic reset. Really set those intentions. And then a year from now, set it on your calendar right now, on your phone, set it a year from now, that you're going to look at and remember, oh my gosh, look what I set. And that, April, the spring of 2025, and here now in 2026, how has that come to fruition? Because this is a portal time. And not only that, we're in one of the biggest charged energy fields for astrology of our lifetimes. Like, there's so much. There's about to be this big energy of Aries, like boosting, and I digress. So celebrate Astrology Day in a way that supports you, that feels good, and allows you to really anchor in this true cosmic reset and portal opening time. And then when the portal closes, you'll know that you've sealed in those intentions for the cosmic new year, right? And you're aligned with the cosmos, not somebody else's calendar. You're lined up with your with your cosmos. And that's why I want you to please come to the upcoming workshop, where I want you to look at the signs, the symbols, and the synchronicities, because there's so many in there in our astrology, as well as in our tarot. So we're really going to be taking a deep dive into tarot and astrology. Like today, again, this goes with numerology and tarot as well. And so like today is the first Master 22 day of the year. And 22, that's my number. That's the day I was born on. That number is the master builder. And so I get to build on that energy, knowing that. So imagine knowing how to use your moon sign, knowing what that sign and symbol in your tarot and oracle card, and how you can link those two things together. Because that's how I live my life. And that's why I want you to see divination not as something to do, but a part of your life. This is a spiritual practice. And so I can't wait for you to join me. We're kicking things off on the 25th. And again, if you sign up early, we've got a special equinox experience on Friday. I cannot wait to share you. If you join, you will be amazed at who we get to celebrate. I'm doing an opening ceremony for an equinox experience, and you get to be my special guests if you sign up and be in the room with some of the most magical women in our times. And so yeah, I mean, celebrate this astrology day, this huge astrological time. And this is what sovereignty is. This is what alignment is, beloved. Alignment isn't about something you're doing. It's about something you're being. So celebrate Astrology Day. Get ready for this new cycle and season of your life, and stay tuned for more. But also don't forget to sign up for the signs, symbols, and synchronicities. This is, again, the sign you've been waiting for. I can't wait to see you on the 25th. And until then, peace and blessings. Love and light, and keep shining.